Three, two, one, go. Hello, friends. Welcome to the David Ng Show, where we talk all things real estate, life, the universe, and everything in between. Today, it is my pleasure to chat with Mr. Andrew Yong, Group District Director at Propnex. He is a trainer, active agent, and run a sizable team of his own. And his superpower is to build people, producers, managers, and team leaders. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good.
You ready to tell us about your life story and everything?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, but first, are you a Propnex agent seeking to break through in 2020? Look no further than the M. Located near Bugis Junction, there are 522 units, mostly 1 and 2 bedroom, investor-friendly units for you to introduce to your clients. I am your tagger. You see what I did there? I am your tagger there. You see what I did? So click the link below to join my WhatsApp chat group for the latest information. I guarantee I will change your life, maybe even for the better. Take action today.
Yep.
Right, Andrew. So tell us about your agent story. How did you end up from where you were to where you are?
Okay, so actually, I started off in engineering background. Actually, like I think 10 over years ago.
You're proud to be a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, of course. Actually, I did my degree in Australia.
Right.
So after the Australia, actually have a bit of hesitation of coming back because the life over there is really fantastic. It's really fantastic. But thinking of the overall picture, I think I still have to make use of the degree back in Singapore. Yeah, so here I am, and actually coming back. Actually, one of the soft skill I actually pick up in Australia is communication. Communication with people. Yeah, over there in Australia, the people are awesome. Really, they are all very, very friendly. Yeah, and that is the thing that when I come back, when I start to interact with people, I find that actually a lot of people, or rather in Singapore, are very close up, and actually they do not really dare to actually make a move to say, hey, good day, mate. Hey, how are you today? Hi, good morning. There's always don't have this kind of initiative.
That'd be very strange to hear a Singaporean say, "Good day, mate."
Yes, correct. It's very strange. So actually, it's a culture. It's a culture. So actually, from there, actually, I find that actually it applied in the life too. In life, we always have to make the first move to change our life, to get out of the comfort zone,
Right.
Or rather nowadays I'm a lot of time when people are asking me, what is comfort zone? Actually, I say, it's somewhere that you are uncomfortable with. He say, yeah, actually that's a literally simple answer on that. But how to grow, how to be better in life is actually to find the comfort in the uncomfortable zone.
Okay, so be comfortable with uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right. So mechanical engineer, how many years did you stay there, and how did you get from there to agent?
So actually coming back to Singapore, I started off in HP as a mechanical engineer. So actually the turning point is only when HP decided to shift their manufacturing plant to China, and at the same time, my wife is pregnant. So actually, after a few round of discussion, decide to venture out, and because traveling and doing all the transfer, it will take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of travel. So eventually, I try out in the real estate. So very, very lucky. Once go in, things start to get connected, and the rest is history.
Right. What was your, in terms of like getting started, right? Did you have a really good year when you started?
I would not say a very good year, but I would say it's a very, very good process, a very, very good experience in terms of trying out all the stuff, all the prospecting way in real estate, from door knocking to distribution of flyers, HEB door to door, doing roadshow, telemarketing, all have done it before.
Okay.
Yes.
All the traditional methods.
All the
So
traditional
which
method.
is your favorite prospecting method?
I have to say is mailer.
Mailer,
Mailer.
not flyers. Mailers to like condominiums.
Mailers, yes. Yeah, because after doing all the different way of prospecting, actually I find that actually mailer work better for me in the sense that I able to design or rather come up with different artwork for different target audience.
Right.
Yes.
So what are the key secrets of a really good responding mailer?
The key secret, I would say hook. I would say the mailer have to talk to the person that you want to send to, in terms of showing them the value and also, of course, your past record. It's not say how good you are, but in terms of how you able to help them to solve problem.
Right.
Yeah.
How often do you do mailers?
How often? Okay, based on previous frequency is every 2 week I will send out once.
Right.
Yeah, but right now actually I have actually turned more to digital marketing.
Digital, online,
Yes, online,
Facebook,
Facebook.
and what else?
Basically it's Facebook only.
Have you tried Instagram?
Not yet.
You haven't tried Instagram? You know, Uncle William is a killer at Instagram.
Yes, I can tell
I was
you.
shocked.
Wow, Uncle William is one person that I always look up to because he is really good.
That's right. He's a young upstart.
Yeah.
So when you came into the industry, right? You had your good start and you've discovered interesting things. Did you, like most people, probably all people, we have ups and downs.
Yep.
Did you ever have times when you think you want to give up?
Definitely.
And what did you do to get out of the funk?
You should ask ourselves or ask myself this question. Why do you do this? Why are you in this industry? Is it because of money, or is it because of passion, or is it because of something behind you that have to keep you going? Actually, to me, now at this stage is more of impact more people around me. Yeah, it's not say that money is not important, but the thing is, if you ask me the motivation behind you of driving you to do something, that one is more critical, I would say. Yeah. So if you ask me passion, or is it because of the money that coming in from real estate or the calling, I would rather put it across that is using the angle of actually helping more people that would actually help me to take away a lot more emotion, because as you know, in real estate there's a lot of objection, a lot of negative thing happening every day, every hour around us. So in order to do that, to take away the emotion part, actually is a lot of time you yourself have to believe in what you are doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely. I've spoken to so many top agents now, and the
Yep.
ones who are sustainable, who are day to day, very much alive, are the people who are bringing in the good vibrations to help other people, helpful, very nice people. And yes, there are a lot of agents who are doing very, very well, but they're not those who are not more closed, I would say.
More close?
More closed, meaning that they're more insular, right? These are the ones who you can see that they're not quite as happy as they could be. Okay, so you touched on digital. So 2020 is here. This is the year of the rat.
Yep.
What are you going to focus on in your marketing efforts?
In the year of rat 2020, actually is a very good question. Actually, in 2019, I've been starting off to doing some of the digital stuff, and actually running through, the result is quite okay. But how to be better? Actually, if you ask me, Google SEO can change. Facebook algorithm can change. Things can change around us. But the thing is, if we didn't use the tool to build brands for ourselves, how do I say, is, if you ask me, is really more of content marketing and branding in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does content marketing mean to you?
Content marketing means to me is more of sharing more of the knowledge in social medias, because actually right now content are everywhere online.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's more of sharing more of the contents that how things work. That because seriously, right now, even if we just say an example that you want to set up a website,
Yep.
you can learn it through YouTube.
Of course.
Yeah, you can learn it through YouTube. So actually, all the content, if you ask me, is free.
Yep.
But the key thing is more of after knowing in the content and after knowing in the knowledge, knowing the how to do, end of the day is applying.
Of course.
Yes, it's applying. Is actually, did you really take the first step to get out of the comfort zone and apply the knowledge, the things that you got to do in life? Yeah.
So you have a website already?
Actually, last time, yes. Actually, I decided to take it down because actually the stuff on it currently is not so relevant now. So I decided to revamp it again in 2020.
So what kind of content are you putting on your website? Is it a blog? Is it like
Actually,
information?
I would not more on. If you ask me, I would not be putting more on starting on the website itself. I will be more on going into like maybe the landing page or even talking more about the ClickFunnels stuff. Then yeah, and more on the video, more on sharing with people in the social media on how things go around in real estate. Yeah, because as we know, actually right now there's a lot of DIY buyers around in HDB area, and a lot of time when we serve seller, we kind of suffer a little bit because when they come in, they do not really know the stuff, and we really have to get them through. So I really hope that I'm able to do some videos to actually to help on that portion.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you got all the equipment ready and you're ready to go?
Now still getting ready. Yeah.
Yep.
So decide to push off after Chinese New Year.
Yep.
Yep.
And so you have your team to help you shoot?
No, not really. Actually, if you ask me, end of the day, you really just need a handphone and some of the tripod kind of equipment around with you will do.
It's so cheap to do these days. It's so easy to get.
Yeah, nowadays so easy and so cheap to do a video now.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this video is coming to you from a Samsung S10 Plus. Easy. And the quality is so good.
Yeah.
You get a gimbal, a DJI gimbal.
Yeah.
A couple of lights, and you're ready. Get a good mic.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of whether do you want to do it or not.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get up and do it. And consistently, because you cannot just give up after 3 or 4. It's something you must keep doing week after week. Okay. I discovered something very, very interesting introduced by Jasmine Lau.
Okay.
On the PA app, the Propnex PA app,
Yes.
just click on the .com button and you can create a landing page for any project.
Yes.
In like 2.5 minutes.
Yes.
And your own personal generic website as well.
Yes, correct.
Just buy your own domain name, just link it together and you have...
I find that's very useful. That's very... I tried it myself. I actually created Avenue stuff.
Yep.
Actually, I also bought some domain names to incorporate with it.
Yep.
And then after that, have tried using the Facebook marketing to direct the traffic into the website. And it works.
It works.
It works. And if you ask me, actually, there's so much thing that we can do. Is whether do we want to do it or not.
Yeah.
And really, Propnex as a company itself is really giving us a lot of resources. Is whether do we actually use it use it. I mean, or rather saying that applying it or taking it to our advantage.
I'm a pretty IT literate guy.
Yep.
And previously I was always talking about my website. I'll do this, I'll do it, I'll do it. And for like 2 years, I kept talking. And I never did it. And finally I just pressed that button, and 2.5 minutes later I had my own website. davidungreality.com.
Oh, okay. That's great.
At last.
At last.
Okay. I want to talk about culture. Right? Because when I first joined Propnex, you were one of the trainers I met,
Okay.
right? And I was always wanted to chit chat with you. Really, you exemplified the legendary sharing and caring culture that is in Propnex,
Thank you.
right? This is something you hear in the ether. I wasn't in your team, but yet when I approached you and I thought, maybe I'll test this culture and see what I can get out of it. And I asked you so many questions and so many things, not just you, but other leaders too, that you answered the questions that was burning in the back of my brain. Where does it come from, and how does it sort of self-maintain?
If you ask me, is really through the leaders, and or rather the boss, because Kelvin itself, Ismail itself, they lead by example. They really lead by example. So actually, I benefited a lot myself, and so that's why when I do it within my means, and I find that if possible, I would like to actually during back then, I think 4 year plus ago, I decided to step up as a trainer. So to really to help out in the management in actually giving it back to the company itself. So if you ask me why or rather how all this culture come about is really that that is people to people. Is
Right.
something that cannot be modeled after. It's really through our heart, through the heart of giving, and it's only when you give then you were able to receive even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I myself I learned a lot from there also.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this pay it forward mentality.
Hey, yeah, kind of, yeah. Pay it forward, yeah. Is the word just nice to describe it, yeah.
Yeah. It's good because a lot of people come. A lot of people come and maybe they're lost, and it's so important that people are sharing and showing some care. I know you're into teams,
Right.
dressing teams. When did you start building your team?
Actually, I start building my team in my previous company. Yeah, but during back then, I was not so, or rather not so into it. It's only when I came over to PNG, I think around 6 year plus ago, then I start to feel and find that there's so much knowledge to be shared to the people around us, the colleague around us, the co-broke around us, and people around us, and really it just in term of like it just make us practice, or rather let us practice the pay forward or the art of sharing. Yeah, and the ability to be able to impact a person, a salesperson. Actually, what I can see as a team leader is really, it's not actually to the person, it's actually to the family behind them. That actually,
Interesting.
yeah, the changes that really make me feel that, oh, actually there's so much more that I can do.
I see. So when you get to meet a new team member, do you get to meet their families too?
No, but instead I got to understand a lot more about their family.
What kind of people are you looking for?
I mean, a lot of time people will answer like-minded. But if you ask me, end of the day, it's not I'm the one that looking out for them. Is who will be attracted to me, because I believe a lot in law of attraction. Yeah. So end of the day is the person that is being attracted to me instead of me going to the person itself.
But there must be some kind of personality that would suit you. Otherwise, you would probably introduce them to other teams.
Yeah, I mean, if you say personality, definitely if law of attraction, definitely will be somebody that will be like me. Yeah, like me in terms of like want to help more people. Yeah, and is really about sharing stuff. It's really about not about keeping everything together, because a lot of um I don't want to say who or the name itself, but the thing is, in this industry is so open. I mean, there are leaders, there are managers that they keep their stuff to themselves. But the thing is um definitely that group of people is not the one that I'm looking out for. I'm looking out for people that who want to grow, who want to share, yeah, and impact people around us.
Uncle William's team. I can sum it up in 3 words, 3 or 4 words. Young, beautiful, ambitious.
Yes.
Jarvis Ng's team. I'll sum it up as young, millennial, and ambitious.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that you can sort of sum up your own team in like 3 snappy words?
Wow. Wow, quite a tough question. Growth, ambitious, and happy.
Okay, let me ask you some rapid fire questions. Ready?
So rapid fire question meanings I need to answer in
Like 0.1 milliseconds. Okay. Name.
name.
What's your name?
Andrew,
Age.
42,
Height.
175,
Weight.
75 of this morning.
Yeah. Shoe size.
Shoe size, I think it's 8.5.
Favorite food?
Wow, I got a lot of favorite foods.
I'm sorry, but you can only pick one.
Only pick one. I would say is crab.
Crab. Chili crab. Black pepper crab.
Any crab.
Any crab.
Yeah, I love crab.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, actually, I love Fast and Furious.
Favorite actor?
Favorite actor, I don't have any particular favorite actor, because actually I've been stopped watching TV for quite a while already.
Okay. Favorite color?
Favorite color is black and white.
That's 2.
Okay. White.
White. What car do you drive?
A BM.
Manchester United or Liverpool?
I'm not a fan of soccer.
Oh.
The videos.
Yeah.
Actually, right now I do not have. It's still in planning. It's still in planning.
Yeah.
I've not. The concrete plan have not worked out yet, because first of all, actually, yeah, definitely we will try to see whether do we want to get a professional to come in, or we can take those snippet kind of short video first, or
Yeah.
to see how to go about it. But definitely getting professional to come in is one of the option also.
Just go and do it. Just go and do it by yourself. Professionals are just more expensive equipment.
More expensive equipment, and also I think the angle for them is and also a lot of editing work. I need not to touch on that portion.
Well, if you do your own videos, you could probably take in about 1 hour shoot, 1 or 2 hours editing, and you'd be done. You shoot in the afternoon, you're ready by the evening.
Yeah, but the thing is whether do we have the time to do that also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine the top producers probably too busy closing.
No, other than closing, because actually on our hand there's quite a few plates for us to play around, or rather to manage. Yeah, definitely. If you ask me, the sales, our team, and also family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when all this come in, we really have to manage it well.
Hey, so how do you balance your family with your work? How many hours do you spend every day?
I got a very understanding wife.
That's
Yeah,
good. Congratulations.
So my wife, a lot of time, she will help me to handle most of the thing in the family,
Right.
so that I can actually really focus a lot on my work and also the team itself.
Right.
Yeah, so it's only when there's something that I really need to go into, really to decide and to make a choice of it, then I will come in.
So
Yeah.
does that mean you work? What time do you work in the morning, and what time do you finish? Typically.
Okay, so typically I come into office around 9 plus. So morning a lot of time is more for my own personal time, like exercise and reflections, and if not, then maybe if possible, then we'll have a breakfast with my kids or my wife. Then after then the whole straight after which it will be the work,
Right.
the thinking about the content, and also, you know, yeah, the day-to-day work on the real estate. And the next thing that always come in between will be the call with the associate. Yeah, because the call with the associate, the one is random. You can't plan for
Yep.
that. Yeah. Then yeah,
What time do you finish?
I finish around 8 plus 9.
Right.
Yeah, after the last few viewing or even presentation at night, that one sometimes it will stretch until 10 plus. Yeah,
So in this line, it's so unpredictable that
Correct.
you can end up working till
correct,
midnight, 1 a.m.,
correct.
and that usually will burn people out.
Yeah, that's why we always need to exercise in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, so that to balance our own body
Yeah.
also.
But do you plan your day in such a way that you do not have to work all the way to midnight?
That one will be more on the weekend. Yeah, because weekend will be more hectic. So we will plan in terms of the viewings, all this, all in the like from morning to the afternoon. So I will purposely plan in the way that on the weekend dinner, I will always have dinner with my family.
Right.
Yeah,
Weekend.
only on the weekends.
Right. When you wake up.
Yep.
Do you have any special routines that you do?
Special routines.
I'll tell you. I've been discovering so many interesting routines from different agents, right?
Yeah.
Not just agents, but many interesting people. Some people wake
For
up.
example.
For example, they would wake up and they would meditate,
Okay.
get the brain in order,
Okay.
get the brain calm. They would do something called affirmation. where They
Okay.
affirm, for example, your sales target. Andrew Yong this year will make da da da, and you do repeat it and repeat it.
Okay.
And some people have different routines like exercise
Yeah.
as well. So quite an interesting way of starting the day. Kind
For
of
me,
forcing
yeah.
yourself to be in routine.
Yeah, for me is more on the exercise. For me is more of the running through reflection. Not on the meditation portion, but more of like thinking through actually how to be better. Yeah, how to be better every day by 1%. Yeah. So that keep me going. How to impact my guys better. That keep me going. How to let my kids and wife be more happy. That keep me going.
Right, and that's reflection every morning.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course that one you can say before exercise or after the run, because normally I will do runs in the morning.
Right, how far do you run?
So far, I think around 5 to 6K
Every morning.
every morning.
That's a lot.
Yeah, sometimes if coming too close, like because sometimes morning I couldn't do it of the routine. Maybe I need to send my kids, then I would do at night. So if the night I run, normally the morning I will run lesser or rather
I
a
see.
shorter distance. Yeah.
Do you run in the treadmill or in outside?
Or I run around my condos.
Well, whereabouts do you stay?
I stay in Elias area.
Right.
Yeah, in Pasir Ris.
Very good. That's the most difficult thing to do. For me, I try to do the exercise routine every morning.
Okay.
It really is the most difficult thing of the
Yeah.
day. If I can master that, I think everything else will be really easy.
Yes. Yes. Everything will be much if you ask me, this is also one of the thing I keep on telling myself is how to find comfortable in the uncomfort zone. It's very uncomfortable to wake up so early in the morning to do the things that you don't like in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after doing become a routine, a habit, it becomes so comfortable. Your body start to get used to it. And that is the point that when you find comfortable in your uncomfortable zone.
Right. Then you have to do something else to become uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up normally around 7 plus 8.
Right.
Mm.
So 5 clicks, you probably take you about half an hour.
Half an hour more sometimes. Yeah.
So, and then after that, you have to get home, you have to shower, get ready,
Yep.
drop the kids off, and it's back to work.
Kids will be before that. Actually, for me is I'm very blessed that I'm in this position because I always keep telling myself, yes, if I don't do it, how will my rest of my guys to do it? You know, how to motivate them to do it.
Right.
So, because our big boss lead by example.
Right.
Yeah, that's really one of the key things that really drive. And if I don't do it, how do I expect my guys to do it?
Are they doing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Alvin Low have been driving this healthy routine in the division. And now I think it's coming close to 90 days already.
90 days of
Yes.
fitness. Hey, how many is in your division?
Sorry?
How many people's in your team?
Currently around 60 plus.
60 plus.
Yes.
So how does he do it? How does he drive the routine?
Every day he will take picture.
Uh,
He will take picture of actually himself
Uh-huh.
working out.
90 days.
Coming close to 90 days, yes.
He must be ripped right now. 90 days is good.
He must be getting much more skinnier now.
Yeah, I'm sure. So Alvin Lowe is one of your star agents,
Now he's a team leaders already.
team leader.
Yes,
right.
correct.
He has his own division.
Yes.
When did he start?
When did you start? What do you mean?
His building.
Actually, he start pretty fast. He start when he come in. I think 6 months down the road, he start to build on the team already.
Right.
Yeah, because he can see that, he also can feel that actually the whole environment and the knowledge that actually what outside or rather outside PNG is lagging off or actually are not aware of. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's through the sharing culture also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also wanting more people to benefit.
Yeah.
I love talking to people. That's why doing team buildings and or rather other than talking to people in more detail is actually I love to solve problem. I love to help other people to solve problem. That's also one of the things that actually maybe suit well in team building, because every time the calls coming in from associate will be like, hey boss, I got this, how to solve? Hey, I got this, what can I do?
Yeah, that's a mechanical engineer talking. You got a
Correct.
problem, you got a solution.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
always a solution.
There's always a solution.
Yeah.
Correct. So maybe it's because of the nature of it. That's why when coming to this, if you ask me, it's really when my guys start to call me and they say, hey, so sorry call this. I say it's okay. And sometimes when they say, hey, so sorry to ask those silly questions. But to me, even in classroom, in outside, in whichever, there's no silly question.
Okay.
There's no silly question. My friend, everybody start from zero. Everybody start from nothing. What do you mean by silly question? You mean I did ask silly question before? So I think as a person that just because you have a little bit more knowledge, then you can say, hey guys, you're asking silly question. You're asking stupid question. I don't think that's fair. Yeah. And frankly speaking, I love question because actually with the more the question you give me, the more objection you give me, actually you give me chances to grow my knowledge, my experience, also to the next level, or even better, we can learn together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I mean, what we're doing is not rocket science, but
Exactly.
the permutations and combinations of all the different personality of buyers, sellers, and all the complicated things that can happen
Correct.
makes it complicated.
Yes, especially the Murphy laws,
Yeah,
and how to put in all those preventive measure through your script, through the way you talk to people. Yeah, that is also the art of communication. Because this art of communication you can actually easily apply in negotiation.
yeah,
So when doing the negotiation, so do you put in your terms and condition? So do you actually pre-alert your seller or your buyer actually what are the conditions from each other party? If you have not do that and just very focused on the price itself, end of the day, will you be able to close?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's tough, and that's when people are saying that actually it's not easy to be a real estate agent.
Well, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
but to me is when you get all these things cleared, all this fact, all this soft skill
Yeah,
sorted out, actually it's just a matter of managing expectation.
yeah.
Am I
That's
right, David?
that's a mechanical engineer talking. There are steps, there are checklists. If you do it, get the fundamentals right, the rest should follow.
Yes, yes. Really, it's really just because in this business, it's really, if you ask me, is it are we actually really selling a product, or are we actually in a people business managing expectation?
Yeah,
Yeah, and because human being human being, there's a lot of emotion, and that's why the technology couldn't replace us so fast. But the thing is, we ourselves have to see how we can value add and how we can come in to the whole equation in a better angle.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a much more professional market now than it was
exactly,
many years ago.
exactly. Many years ago, taxi driver can be a property agent, but ask them to try now. If
Well, they can still be property agents, but they have to. Everybody has to go through the very tough exam.
the very tough exam, 1 year there's only 3 times.
Yeah,
Yeah. So even if you are a degree holder, if you are a PhD, not necessary when you come in, you can pass.
yeah,
Because in this line, other than qualification, other than anything, is more of the EQ.
yeah.
Really, if you have high EQ, the you will definitely find it much more easier to blend into the whole
Yeah,
industry. Yeah.
you wouldn't survive very, very long if you do not like people.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
but I have noticed the industry has become more a lot of younger.
Yep.
University graduates.
Yep.
1 degree, 2 degrees, multiple degree
Yeah.
holders,
Multiple
even
degree,
a
double
PhD.
degree.
Yeah, and even the executives from the multinational corporations are joining
Yep.
this industry. So the whole landscape has changed.
Have changed.
way
Have
people
changed so much.
Talk to each other is also different.
Yeah. Correct.
How do you like our conversation right now? We are communicating
Yeah, because I think
eye to eye.
Yeah, when talking about that, I think just now that one is so much easier to
Yeah.
to communicate and to chit chat about.
Yeah. How do you like the sound quality of this?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
at least it's using the professional equipment. It's not so. You know, sometimes when some of the guys taking videos, they are using the iPhone.
Yeah.
I find that it's very echo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you're using the iPhone
Yes, it
mic is. This one I find is more much better in the sense that it's not
This
so
is
echo.
a Zoom H5 if you want to use this, if you want to know.
Yeah, contact David.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
the distributor. But it's really good because I learned something very, very interesting accidentally, that the way we're communicating now, right? The talking to the
Mhm.
microphone, it goes straight to your ears, and we're so close. We're like,
Yeah, correct.
hi, bro. It's much more intimate in terms of conversation.
Yeah.
much easier to open up and
Correct.
get the conversation flowing.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew.
Yes.
You're a very busy guy with lots of agents to
Attend to.
attend to.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Can,
And
no problem.
I hope to speak with you again soon.
Sure.
Right.
Thank you so much. Yes. Hey, nowadays the young people is not this hand sign anymore.
Yes.
It's a
Fist
fist
bump.
bump with flow.
Do again.
Yes.
La, 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 la.
You need to tilt your body. Come on, you're not doing.
What?
No, you see.
Do
This is the new.
this new way.
Yes. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.